everyone, and welcome back to the library. I'm so excited to see all of you today, and I'm excited especially to get to read a story that I have always loved. Now this story is about how we should all work together and help each other out because we might never know what would happen if we're not very helpful. Now this story is called How the Camel Got Its Hump, and I bet you guys didn't know that in this story the camel, a long time ago, he did not even have a hump. So now we're going to learn exactly how he got that big old hump on his back that we all know that a camel has. Now, this is the next tale, and it tells how the camel got his big hump. In the beginning of years, when the world was all new, the animals were just beginning to work for man, and there was a camel. And he lived in the middle of the howling desert, 'cause he was a howler himself. And what he did not like to do was any work. He just liked to sit in the desert and eat sticks and thorns and all kinds of nasty things and just be excruciatingly idle. And when anybody spoke to him, he just said one word. Humph! And nothing else. Now presently, the horse came up to him on Monday morning with a saddle on his back and a bit in his mouth, and he said, "Camel, oh camel, come out and trot like the rest of us." "Humph," said the camel, and the horse went away, and he told the man. Now presently, on the next day, the dog came to him with a stick in his mouth and said, "Camel, oh camel, come and fetch and carry like the rest of us." Now, the camel thought about it for a minute, and he said, "Humph!" And the dog, with his feelings hurt, went away and told the man. Presently, on the third day, the ox came to him with a big old yoke around his neck. And he said, "Camel, oh camel, come and work and plow like the rest of us." Now, Camel didn't have to think very hard about that. He just said, "Humph!" So the ox went away and told the man. Now, after all this commotion and all these bad answers, the animals, they came together at the edge of the desert, and they thought, and they had a meeting, and they had a powwow on all that they had, and they went to tell the man. The man, he said, 303, I am very sorry for you with the world being so new and all, but that that thing out in the desert, he's not going to work at all. So I think to make up for it, you're going to have to work 3 times as hard. Now, that made the animals so very angry with the world being so new and all. So they put their heads together, and they thought, and they thought, and they thought what they are going to do about this camel. And the camel came by, chewing on his milkweed and being excruciatingly idle. And he laughed at them. Then he said, "Humph," and went on his way. Now, presently, there came along a genie. And I bet you don't know about a genie, but a genie is magic. And this genie was in charge of all the deserts that there were. And he came rolling in on a desert sand. And the animals, they said to him, "Genie of all the deserts, is it right for anyone to be idle with the world so new and all?" "Why, most certainly not," said the genie. "Well," said the horse, "there's a thing in the middle of the howling desert, and he's a howler himself, and he has a long neck and long legs, and he hasn't done a stroke of work since Monday. He won't trot." "Oh, that must be my camel for all the gold in Arabia. What does he say? He says, hump, and he won't fetch and carry. Burr, 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 said the dog. Said the genie. Does he say anything else? Only humph, said the ox, and he won't plow. Very good, said the genie. I'll hump him if you will kindly wait a minute. Now, the gin took off rolling in his desert sand and took up bearing across the desert and found that camel, most excruciatingly idle, looking in his reflection in the water. 'Cause if there was anything he loved more than not working, it was looking at his own reflection. My long and bubbling friend, said the genie, what is this I hear about you doing no work with the world so new and all? Humph, said the camel, not thinking at all about that. Now the gin sat down with his chin in his hands, and he began to think of great magic, while the camel looked at his reflection in the pool of water. Now, you've given the three extra work every day since Monday, all account of your excruciating idleness, said the genie, and his hands went on thinking, and he thought, and he thought. Humph, said the camel, caring even less now about the animals and all that they'd done. I shouldn't say that word again if I were you, said the genie. You might say it once too many times, and it might come back to haunt you. And the camel said, humph, again, louder than he ever had. And no sooner had he said that than he saw his back, which he was so proud and vain over, began puffing up into a great, big, lolloping humph. Now do you see that? Said the genie. That is your very own humph that you brought on your very own self by not working. Today is Thursday, and you've done no work since Monday, when the work began. Now, you're going to work. How can I, said the camel, with this terrible hump thing on my back? That's made a purpose, said the genie, all because you missed those 3 days. You will be able to work now for 3 days without food or water, because you'll be able to live off of your hump. And don't you ever say I never did anything for you. Come out of the desert and go to those animals and behave. Humph yourself. And the camel humphed himself, humph and all, and went to join the three. And from that day to this, all camels wear a humph. We call it a hump now, not to hurt his feelings. But he has never yet caught up with the 3 days that he missed at the beginning of the world, and he has never yet learned how to behave. The end. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that story. I really do. It's a very old story by a man named Rudyard Kipling, who also wrote The Jungle Book. And if you guys would like to see this book or any other books that we have here at the library, we'd love to see you here and come visit us. And you can always ask to see Miss Elizabeth. And until then, you guys keep reading. Thank you.